Hello guys, today in this video tutorial I'm gonna start working on a new sensor, that is HYT939. Now to have a better perspective regarding the temperature sensor and the humidity sensor, what we're gonna do is to look over the website, that is controleverything.com, and here search for this particular sensor, that is HYT939, and let's see what we got. It's a humidity and temperature sensor with plus minus 1.8% RH, plus minus 0.2 degrees Celsius of temperature accuracy, as you can say, and these are some of its more features which are described clearly on the screen. Now you can also purchase the sensor from here. Now I'm gonna start working and interfacing the humidity and temperature sensor HYT939 with a Raspberry Pi and a Java code, and I will be going on the resource tab, and here comes the Java code sample. Now you can download the code sample as a zip file from here. Also, you can have the code from github.com, and the repository there is Control Everything Community. Now, let's collect some hardware and make some connections for the interfacing and the working. Let's have it. In the hardware section, first of all, the requirement is of a Raspberry Pi, which you can see on my screen, and this are the GPR pins of the Raspberry Pi. Now, this here is an I2C Shield, which is available on the website controleverything.com, and the real reason we are using is this I2C Shield is to make connections with other I2C devices, and the connection should be a lot easier. That's why we use it, and gently place the I2C Shield over the GPR pins like this. Now what do we require is of a sensor, that is humidity and temperature sensor HYT939, and this here is a connecting cable. Now make the connection among the cable and the sensor, and make sure that the brown wire of the cable should be connected to the ground terminal of the sensor, and same goes for the I2C Shield. Now we need to power up the Raspberry Pi, and for that we require a micro USB cable just like this, and gently insert it over the power jack of the Raspberry Pi. The final part is to provide the internet connection for the Raspberry Pi and the sensor, and there are two ways to do that. And the first way is to provide internet connection via a LAN cable or an Ethernet cable just like this, and gently insert it over the Ethernet jack. The second part is to use a wireless nano USB adapter just like this, and we are done with the connections part. Now what do we require is to have a look over the code. Let's have it. Now in the interfacing part, what do we need is to have a look over the website, that is github.com, and here we have to search for the repository, that is Control Everything Community, which you can see, and there you go, and here comes the sensor, that is HYT939, and this is the Java code we are looking forward. But let's have a look over the instructions we need to follow. It says that we have to download and install Pi4J library on the Raspberry Pi, and the steps are being provided on this very link, pi4j.com. Let's have a look over this very link so that we can familiarize ourselves with relevant information regarding the installation processes. So these are the steps and different instructions. Please note down them carefully. Now this is the command to compile, and this is to run the Java code. Now get back to the Java code. As you can see, it's a .java extension file. Now first of all, in the code you notice that we have imported some of the libraries and created a class named HYT939. Now in this we have bus.getDevice, which will have the address of the sensor, that is 0x28, and then in the writing command we are sending normal mode command, which address is 0x80. After that we are reading 4 bytes of data which consists of humidity and temperature data, and after that we have the conversion of the data to 14 bits, which is according to the details, the formulas being provided in the datasheet for HYT939. At the very end of our code, we have the output to be displayed on the screen, which is in the form of relative humidity in percentage RH along with the temperature in Celsius and Fahrenheit, and it is according to the 2 points of floating point value and perfectly for submitted, as you can see, formatted. Now let's have a look over the working. Now in the working environment part, what do we have to do is to copy this entire Java code, as you can see on my screen. Now open up the terminal of the Raspberry Pi via internet. Here create a new file, HYT939.java extension, as you can see on my screen, and here paste the entire code and then save it. Now this is the command to compile the code, as you can see on my screen, and here we go for the compilation process, and it's done. It's successfully compiled. Now this is the command to run the Java code for the sensor HYT939, and we have the relative humidity in percentage RH along with the temperature in Celsius and Fahrenheit. Now when I again run, there is a very slight change and the values, and now when I blow some air over the sensor, You can see the change, and when I run the command, the changes are there. Now when I again run the command, you can notice the changes in relative humidity, in temperature, in Celsius and Fahrenheit scales. So this is how the sensor responds. Now what do we require is to have a look over the applications, benefit and the features of the temperature and humidity sensor HYT939. Precisely calibrated, the HYT939 delivers an accuracy of plus minus 1.8% RH and plus minus 0.2 degrees Celsius. Further features are the integrated signal processing for measuring the physical parameters of relative humidity and temperature, the I2C compatible interface, easy interchangeability without adjustment, as well as mechanical robustness, chemical resistance, tube formation resistance, and long-term stability. The areas of applications for this particular sensor are medical systems, autoclaves, pressure dew point measurement, drying system, laboratories, and a lot more. Now, this sensor can be purchased and is easily available on the website controleverything.com, and you can have the code from the resource tab, and after that you can download the code as required. You can also have the code from github.com, and the repository there is Control Everything Community. Well, I hope you have understood everything, and in case of any further queries, you can reach us on controleverything.com and put your comments, show your comments on the community page. For blogs and articles which are relevant to this sensor or video, you can go to instructables.com, and to subscribe more video tutorials like this, go to our YouTube channel. In the end, I hope you enjoyed this video and have a good one yourself. Thanks a lot for watching.